Game on.
To make it 4-1.
Peter Wright is averaging 108, but he is still a breakdown to Dave Chisnall. This is the kind of stuff we've seen so far today. People throwing all kinds of incredible scores and enormous checkouts, particularly this weekend. We've seen so many big checkouts.
60.
But it's not been enough on occasion. Was Peter Wright just feeling his arm there? Might hurt a little bit more now.
Chizzy's in there again, the perfect dart. Should follow it up with another one, and does. 180s back-to-back in leg 5 for Dave Chisnall. And when we talk about hold on to your throw strongly after you've broke your opponent, well, doesn't get much better than this.
100.
It certainly doesn't. If you're looking at treble 16 for double 8. Another 16. And now the double. 12 dart leg, 4-1 lead. Dave Chisnall is looking very, very dangerous here. But he'll know not to be counting his chickens after that Terry Jenkins game this afternoon.
60.
She must never think about winning until you've actually crossed the line. Just keep playing one leg at a time. You know, you throw one dart at a time. So, oh well, there we have it. 140s is just nicked by Peter Wright. 180s Chisnall.
100.
Both players, front 9 is really good, but Dave Chisnall is leading that, and there is not a lot of difference on the overall average, but going on the stats, an exceptional game of darts here.
It says something when Dave Chisnall, if he gets one treble in, he's twice as likely to stick another 1 or 2 in. A bit like that. But he is just to leave it at 1. I mean, he's found his range.
Yes, Peter's got to start putting 2 darts in the treble every visit. Otherwise, at the moment, he's going to find it hard to hang on to Chisnall.
He's effectively stolen the darts in this leg as Dave Chisnall. It's just above the treble bed, but he finds it with the next one. And the next one?
100.
A surprise that he doesn't.
And so was he. He was rather angry with that. And that's not a bad guide for Peter. That's White. He can find it from just pitching over the top, and another 140.
140.
Well, we've seen some checkouts over the last 2 or 3 days. However, we're not going to see this one.
Yeah, 3 170s, a 167, a couple of 160s, a 161, just everything. Can we see a 101 here? Both these guys have got the opportunity to do it. Peter Wright has a first go, and it can still go. Quite a nice way of doing it, if it works. Now then, Peter.
Well, he missed the double 18 previously, didn't he?
65.
Rubbish, he says to himself.
He's missed it again. The greatest double on the board for Peter Wright. And if Dave Chisnall punishes him by taking this out, it would really hurt. Well, he's going to get a dart. It's got to go 9 double 16, surely, Chiz. He's just doing his stem out. It's probably a little bit loose. Double 16.
85.
Well. Peter Wright is 1 for 6 on his doubles at the moment. He has got to improve that here. And does so. Finds double 18. Peter Wright holds his throw. It's 4-2. A much needed leg for Peter Wright, but had that double 16 from Chiz gone in 5-1, and you'd be needing to see another miraculous comeback here at the European Darts Match Play. Winner of this one faces either the number 10 seed Kim Huybrechts, finalist in Dusseldorf on the European Tour this year, or Dave Pallett, the surprise package, the 25-year-old from Newport in Shropshire, who's been firing in 180s for fun.
Been scoring very well, Dave Pallett, and that will give him a chance if he carries on with that. We know that Kim Huybrechts is a power scorer, so these first 2 matches especially should be crackers.
75.
Not enough for Peter Wright, the world number 4. Chiz follows it up.
140.
Just a ton 40, but it leaves him 100. Nice little 2-darter for Dave Chisnall, that. Peter Wright needs a maximum and nothing else. Well, he's not going to get to a finish, and Dave Chisnall's got all the time in the world to take a 5-2 lead, which would leave Peter Wright having to win 4 consecutive legs to keep his hopes alive. Can Chiz finish this off here? And just a fat 20 will leave him
60.
tops.
Peter Wright just not threatening the Chisnall throw at all.
60.
Just getting off the ball a bit as Peter Wright, still over the 100 average, but it's not going to be good enough the way Chisnall is playing. That's leg number 5 on the board for Dave Chisnall. 1 leg away from a semi-final place. And now, as you said earlier on, Peter Wright's got to win the last 4 legs.
100.
Well, Peter Wright was the man that Dave Chisnall beat when he claimed his European Tour victory in Germany. Beat him 6-2 in that one. He may repeat the feat here in the quarterfinals to set up a last 4 shootout with either Kim Huybrechts or Dave Pallett. Everything by the draw bracket on the final day of these European Tour events. So winner of this one faces the winner of the next match. Then we do the other 2 quarterfinals, which determine the semi-final in the other half of the draw. Chizzy filling it up again.
140.
Just the ton 40. Wow. Nice shoes. Got that more than a fancy pair of loafers to dig himself out of this hole, though, Peter Wright. Chizzy's going to get down to a finish here, and it's a decent one as well. Peter Wright, 161. It may have to go. Treble 20, treble 17 ball. Nowhere near with the first dart. Dave Chisnall's got 87 for the match.
Yeah, that was a long way off.
100.
Although he's put a bit of pressure on. Chisnall may only get a dart at the bullseye, but he wants the treble 17. That will leave him double 18. And it's a double that Peter Wright has not been able to hit, and he's not, so it's... Now that leaves double 5 for the match for Chisnall.
1 match dart missed
61.
by Chizzy. Peter Wright has 61. Is it 25 for double 18?
Yeah, he's got to be wary of the bullseye. I think go treble 15. Double 8.
Gotta go. And does so. Peter Wright lives to fight another leg, but it may just be 1 more leg. We shall see.
Well, Chisnall was in this position against Terry Jenkins earlier on this afternoon. And let Jenkins get right back into the game.
It wasn't really that Chizzy was playing poorly, though. I mean, it was Terry Jenkins just found 2 extra gears.
Yes, he did, yeah.
It was just an incredible game. Chizzy played at the top of his game for 5 legs at the start. Terry Jenkins played phenomenally for 5 legs towards the end, and then the final leg, it all got a bit messy.
Well, Chisnall's, you know, one of the kings of the 11 and 12 dart legs, so that's what he's got to find here. Take Peter Wright totally out of the equation.
60.
You can see 11 and a 12 in 5 legs, so find one of those, and Peter Wright can't win the leg, can't win the game. You start using up to 15 darts, then you're starting to let your opponent, you know, come down, perhaps have a check out of just over the 100.
You're relying on them not hitting top gear, and there was a big snatch there from Chiz, but he recovers well. You can see he knows what went wrong there.
Yeah, the thing about it, he accepts that, and that, if you accept that, then it isn't going to hurt you that much. It's when you can't accept it, is when it'll hurt the next darts, and that was a flyer from Peter Wright. That's when he wanted the 140, and so now Dave Chisnall going to get 9 darts possibly from here.
Oh, Chisnall. Once again, we see him find the treble bed with 2 of his 3 darts. He's left himself 80 for the match. He couldn't take out 87 in the previous leg. This should be
60.
a little bit easier. There should be at least one dart at double top. But he's got 6 darts from here with Wright back on 196. This is Chisnall's match to lose.
Do you know, I wouldn't even go for the treble 20 there. If you get the treble 20, you tend to split that, you're up to 5s. That's when it can be dangerous. So, 75, you won't go 25. Going to go treble 17 and just an 18.
40.
In a way, sounds silly, but that may have helped him out, because if it hit that treble 20 down, you know, you don't want to start messing around when you've really got the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, 3 clear darts at a double.
100.
Remember in the semi-finals of the Premier League, 3 clear darts at a double weren't enough. Gary Anderson beat him and then went on to win the whole thing. Joe looking on anxiously. Peter Wright's misses, but Chizzy sees it off. A 6-3 win. An 104.9 average for Dave Chisnall to follow the 170 hit earlier on. That is in fact the 100 average we've seen on the European Tour this year. And Dave Chisnall looks in the mood to throw a couple more today. If he does, then he could well be your champion here in Innsbruck at the European Darts Matchplay. He will face either Dave Pallett or Kim Huybrechts. Those two square off on stage in just a few moments' time. Chizzy salutes his fans in the crowd. We'll grab a quick couple of words with the darting wordsmith from St Helens. And then we will return with Huybrechts versus Pallett here in Innsbruck.
Nochmal einen Applaus für Snakebite Peter Wright. Chizzy, congratulations. Average of 102 was a good match.
Slacking. Yeah, it was a good game. We both played quite well there. So I hit the doubles at the right time. I could have won it earlier, but I missed the double. I'm happy. I'm into the next round.
You won 1 Pro Tour event this year in Barnsley. You won 1 European Tour event in Hildesheim last year or 2 years ago. What's possible?
Yeah, everything's possible. You just got to play the game. You don't know what's going to happen when you get up here, so you just play darts. If you win, you win. If you don't, well, it's goodbye, innit?
See you later again. Thank you very much. Dave Chisnall.